If you're looking for information on learning the best affordable YouTube setup, this video is for you. Hi, I'm Jen with the Next Level Nomad. I'm here to share with you tips for the best affordable setup for recording YouTube videos. In this video, I'm going to be showing you some different tools and different ways that you can get going and get started on your YouTube journey, as far as your setup, the different type of equipment I advise for you to use, as well as different software that's helpful with editing and producing your videos. So we're going to get into it. So the first thing I want to cover with everyone is the actual setup I use for recording my videos. And what I mean by that is, how do I actually record myself? And so part of my setup is a tripod. It's a tripod that I use to secure my camera, along with two lights. And I know I'm kind of like looking back past the camera right now, because as I'm describing to you, I'm looking at the things I'm actually describing. I put all the links down in the description, which all these things can be purchased from anywhere off of Amazon or whatever type of stores, all sorts of different stores around the world, wherever you may be, where I'm sure you can get these types of lights and tripods. But basically what I use, is two lights that's just standing up on my table, as well as a tripod that's in the center. And you're gonna see it in the video. I'm gonna add a clip of the video footage in here of the setup that I'm actually using right now to record myself on. I actually have this set up in my living room area, sitting on my coffee table. And I know some of you out there probably just like, I don't want that sitting on my coffee table all the time. Right now I'm on a mission, I'm on a goal, and for me the best thing to do is just leave it set up there so I can easily come over here, get to it when it's time to get to it, and eliminate that excuse of, oh, I gotta take time to set that up along with doing this and this and that. All I gotta do is come over here, put my camera in the tripod, and sit down and start recording. So do I use any type of teleprompters or anything like that? No, I'm not at that point yet, because I do try to keep my videos a little bit more free-flowing, so I don't use any teleprompter. I do sometimes take some notes or jot some things down I do want to refer to, so while I'm recording, I actually can look either at my laptop. My laptop is right here, whether you can see it or not, which you should not be able to see it. But I do have my laptop right here in front of me that I can see it, as well as another iPod, which you'll see in the video that I'll clip in here. That iPod is for my phone that I can use to put notes on and have up there as well. So if I did want to use a teleprompter or download a teleprompter app to my phone, or whatever my script is that I want to use to record for the videos, or whenever I get to that point, I will be able to, by just using one of those type of apps, download to my phone and pop my phone right in my tripod that I have set up here with my camera tripod and my two lights, so that way everything is set up. It was actually pretty, it's very simple, not expensive. I think everything all together costs less than 75 bucks. I'm gonna tally it up and put it in a video for you, so that way we both can see. It's been quite some time since I purchased these things. The tripod for my camera I actually purchased beginning of this year. And then my lights, I went back through my Amazon orders to see if I could find an actual link to put down in the description for you. And when I was doing that, I couldn't even find an order which tell me that product was either discontinued or whatever. But whatever it was, I was able to do a search in Amazon for it, and was able to find same similar lights, at least the way it appear in the image, as well as the brand that's on my lights match the brand of what I found on Amazon, which is what I linked down in the description if you want to check those out. But you know, those lights I actually got back, I want to say about 2 years ago, for something else, another business actually that I was doing at that time. And for some time it just kind of sat to the side of my garage. And this year when I decided to go hard and embarking on my YouTube journey, I said, okay, it's time to whip those lights out and dust them off. And I'm glad I ain't sent them off to the Goodwill, because it's been working out great. When I first decided to do YouTube, I decided to start recording right here, because I said, what would be the best place for me to record, to have as my, you know, my regular recording area. And once I figured out, so this is a good setup, because this space pretty much always stay like this. And they got a coffee table right here, so my 2 lights are actually, like I said before, it's sitting up on this coffee table with my tripod right here in the center, and it works great. You know, it's out of the way of everything else, while at the same time it's serving the purpose I need for it to serve. Do the lights stand as tall as I do? I'm 5'7", so you know, if I was standing there wanting to record myself standing up with those lights on me, I do prefer the lights to come down on me. I feel like it does better with light in the area. I will not be able to do that standing up, because these lights come up to about 4 feet. So I actually, that's the reason why I have them on the coffee table. So then that way, as I'm sitting down recording like I am right now in this video, the lights do elevate above me and kind of shine down to get the right lighting that I wanted for my video. These lights have multiple different settings. As far as the white setting on it, have different modes, like 3 or 4 different modes for the white setting, and it has a slew of different modes of all sorts of variation of colors. That information, I guess, is not necessarily for this video. I don't know, unless you need it for that purpose for your video. You know, who knows what you may be into out there. But you know, for this video, I do have it on the regular white mode, and that's what I use. I know in this particular portion of the video, when I refer to my tripod, I keep saying my camera tripod, and most of you probably wondering, hey, what does she mean when she said camera tripod? What is she actually using to record herself? I actually use my iPad to record myself. So between my iPad, I also use my camera on my cell phone too. I actually have a Samsung Z4 Fold camera. The cover is off of it right now, but the Z Fold camera. So you know, when I record, I actually use both for recording. For most of my long form content videos like this that I've been uploading on YouTube, I've been using my iPad. For the videos that you see that I clip into, usually I use my my cell phone for that, just kind of recording it. And the reason I do that is it's not like I have to do it like that. I just do it like that because usually when I get ready to record, and because I normally use my iPad to record myself, I go ahead and set my iPad up in my tripod. And then as I see the different video clips I might want to add, like if I'm doing something on the computer, or like I want to record this this recording setup that I have, I'll just go ahead and do it on the phone, so that way the iPad can stay where that's at, and then I can just upload from there, which takes me to my next tip. So my next tip is, you know, what do I use as far as my editing tools? I use Canva. So Canva has been great to me. You know, at first when I started using Canva, it was, I must admit, a little overwhelming. And the reason why I say that is because it has so many features and so many different things that you can do inside of Canva. Between, you know, creating images for social media posts, or just if you want to just create whatever you want to create, like as far as like invitations or website or any of those things like that, Canva does it all. And what I appreciate about Canva is it offers so many templates as well as tools, and it make it pretty simple and streamlined for you. Also, you'll find that in Canva they have features, AI features and pre-built templates that make it even easier for you to just quickly, either if you're using the AI feature, describe what it is that you're trying to design, and they give you some pre-made templates that you can either just go ahead and use or pull to and just design and make your own, as well as when you go to the templates, you can pull and use them as is or design and make your own. With Canva, they have a free option as well as the pro option, which is $20 a month. I do use the pro option because of the fact that I use Canva a lot between my blogging, between YouTube, between a lot of different projects that I actually do, like digital products that I actually promote through my brand. So, you know, I felt like it was a good investment for me to pay the $20 a month, so that way I have access to all the tools, unlimited to me, so that way I would not be limited to doing what I'm trying to do or accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish. So Canva is one of the best tools, I feel like. If you are just entering into doing this, or you know, you're not looking for nothing that's too overly complicated, Canva is definitely the way to go with that. Also, when I use Canva to design my thumbnails. A thumbnail is what you will use for when you upload your YouTube video and it asks you for that image. So when you're scrolling through YouTube and you're picking the video you want to watch, those are your thumbnails that you use as your image or as a cover to your video. So I actually use Canva to create my thumbnail as well as to edit my video. Another key thing I want you to remember about Canva, as well as for, you know, setting up your video, that I found to be very helpful, is that I actually created templates that I keep or that I have saved in Canva that I use continuously. So what I mean by that is, at the beginning of this video, right after I came on and said what I said to let you know basically what the video is about, there was an intro that played. So that intro is something that I created and saved in one of my project folder, or as a project in a folder in Canva. So then that way, every time I record my videos, or create a video, all I have to do is go into that folder, pull up that intro video, and create a copy, and then just insert my additional videos into it. Actually, before I even go to that point, I have 4 templates that I have saved in that template folder that I created for my videos. The first template is the intro template. Then I have an outro template where it just covers, you know, just subscribe and the like, and it has other videos linked in where people can select once the end of the video come to an end while watching. And then the third video is the information template, which is usually what I'm covering on that video, as you have seen in this video where it says tips. That one particular framing that said tips, that's a template that I created for me to be able to go back and use. I can customize the template, I can change the colors, you know, I can insert different videos into there, and all the font and the transitions stay the same. And my fourth template that I created is just a combined, it's just a combination of all of the first 3 templates I just named. The intro, the outro, and the information template are all combined with a couple of extra blank templates in between there. So that way, when I get ready to record, that layout is already there, and I'm basically just plugging and playing my videos from my iPad onto my Canva app, into the actual template that I'm working with. I found that to be very helpful as far as, number one, saving time when it comes to editing the video, because of those are that main framework that you know you're going to always need for the video. So that part is always there. You're going to always have some editing that you're going to have to do for your video, such as once you insert your actual video footage of yourself or whatever it is that you're recording to the video. You might want to say something specific and have some words come down, or you might want to point something out in the video and have a little arrow come to the side. Those things like that are, you have to make sure that you have an expectation or have some time set to the side so you can go through and do those edits. But to save yourself some time, it does help to go ahead and create those templates, the intro, the outro, and your, whatever way you communicate that information that you're going to be communicating in your video. It's just very helpful to have those already crafted and set up for you and already done. Another tip I want to share with you, if you need help, if you need support, because of course when you're going through this, as you're making your videos, as you start editing through Canva, as you start doing all those things like that, one of your best friends is going to be your favorite AI tool. Mine personally is ChatGPT. Again, ChatGPT do have a free plan. They also have a paid plan too. I think it's like $19.99 a month. I don't know how much it is. I do pay for the paid plan. I rely on that a lot as well. Again, I got a lot of different things going on, and it just kind of help make things a little simpler and easier sometimes with some of the projects I'm working on. So, the best thing about ChatGPT, especially when you're embarking on something new or when you're trying to get through something like recording long form content, you can utilize it for so many different things. Me personally, I don't just utilize it for when I need to figure out how to do something as far as like producing my videos or doing a certain editing mechanism within Canva. I also use it to help organize my thoughts for my videos. So like, for example, when I get ready to do a video such as this one, I might go into Canva and I'll put in there, not Canva but ChatGPT, I'll put in there, I'm about to create a long form video for YouTube. I'll put in there what topic I wanted to focus on. I'll start identifying, hey, in this video, I want to talk about these different things right here, and I share everything that I want to talk about in the video. And then somewhere towards the end of everything I done said, I will say, please help me organize and lay this out to have a good flow for my YouTube video. And usually what it would do is it'll produce a layout for me, so that way I'm making sure that I'm staying on topic and that it actually has a good flow, but also it'll provide me a title as well as a description of what I describe that I want my video to be, as well as tags for my video for when I get ready to upload it to the YouTube platform. So that's really cool too. Share with you that I have the 2-pack lights, I have the tripod that I use, and this tripod is actually a tripod that I use for my iPad, so it's an iPad tripod. And then I have my phone tripod too, but the only thing that's actually necessary for the recording, because you don't need to have the phone tripod unless you want to have something visible there for you to refer to while you're recording. You can easily look down and look back and look down and look up. But for the lights, let's see what it'll be, because I did put the pricing up for the iPad tripod right now, which is $26.99, and then for the lights, which is $36.93 at the time. So for $63.92, you already have an iPad. Go ahead, get your lights, get your tripod, get that set up, put that on in there, and find a spot wherever you might want to be sitting outside. You may be wanting to sit inside. It works anywhere. The cords on the light's not real long, so I actually have an extension cord that's drag over across the floor, so that way they can plug in. But I only need one extension cord, and it's not really that far. It's just that the cords on the lights are actually super short, but then it just plug right into a USB cord. I think I actually had to get my own USB cord when I don't remember again. Got these lights a couple of years ago and I couldn't find the original purchase, but yeah, just with those things right there, that's $63.92. you could be rolling. And then if you doing it faithfully and you start getting some traction, I'm thinking that you might be making $63.92 back kind of quick. At least I hope I would be. And even if you did need the phone tripod too, the phone tripod, when I looked that up, was right now $11.98. So $63.92 plus $11.98, so $75.90. So yeah, again, $76. You can have that setup, you know, and then use your Canva free. If you want to pay for Canva, it's $20. You're still under $100, you know. And then ChatGPT, if you need to use that to go along with your setup, that's free. And if you want to pay for that, you know, it's another $10, $20. But I don't remember how much it is, but it's worth the investment, how much ever it is. But you know, all combined, you're looking at, even if you do want to come out of your pocket for those extra things, such as the Canva Pro or the ChatGPT Pro, you're looking at no more than $110 to $115. So you know, hey, I think that anytime you want to do something, you want to do something worthwhile, it comes with an investment. And if you're going to invest in something, why not invest in yourself? So just hope that message resonates with somebody. And you know, if you have whatever thoughts that you may have, or whatever it is you may be trying to do, or if I did not cover in this video, just drop it down in the comments. I'll make sure I try and refer back to you, so that way we can get you going. The final area I want to cover in this video, as far as tips for recording your YouTube, is your actual motivation and your action. What I mean by that is, it's not always easy making the time or just sitting in front of the camera to record, you know. I mean, I don't know, maybe for some people it do come easy. Me, myself personally, I know sometimes I'll overthink, and I have so many different things going through my head that once I sit down, sometimes I either draw a blank or everything rushing through at once, and I find myself stuttering and stumbling over everything. So, you know, what I mean by taking action and motivation is, you know, just making sure that you stay in a good positive mindset, find good periods that you have throughout the day where you can really sit time to record yourself. You know, even if you feel like you're not really comfortable on the camera yet, just take your phone out and just do little tidbits of recording yourself, and practice talking in front of the mirror. You know, just even if you need to have a friend there to say, hey, just ask me questions while I record myself, so that way you can get in the groove of it. Because sometimes it can be, you know, a little nerve-wracking or a little weird, you know, when you're in the process of doing it, and you know, until you really get in the groove of everything, it does make it, you know, you do sometimes have to push yourself in order to say, you know what, I'm ready to get on camera and talk. You know, sometimes you might just need to just sit in front of the camera and just have it on and just pick yourself up and record, and then just go back and rewatch yourself. So in that way, you just get yourself acclimated to the fact of recording. So, you know, I don't know if that will, you know, if that's a helpful tip, or, you know, I hope that many of you are trying that. But if not, you know, try, and hopefully it'll help somebody out there. I feel like right now we all working towards the same goal. Hey, you wouldn't be here right now and got this far into the video if we all weren't working towards the same goal, which is, you know, trying to build our channels on YouTube or whatever video that you may be producing, or what platform you're trying to be producing or building engagement on. And I just want you to remember through this all, you know, it does not take a lot. You know, it does not take any fancy equipment or fancy skills. You know, I'm not saying that I have a Emmy Award winning filmed video, you know, but I feel like with what my setup is, that the video is meaning its intended purpose, which is communicating the information that I'm trying to communicate to you, as well as maintaining its visual appeal to keep my audience captivated. At least that's what I'm hoping. So, you know, my point in saying all that is I don't want you to feel like, you know, that it's going to take a recording certificate and a Sony or a Nikon 350 type of camera in order for you to be able to record a good video. You actually can record a good video just simply by using your, you know, if you have an iPad, if you have a tablet, use your cell phone, you know, any of those type of things like that are just as effective to use to get your video recorded as if you did have one of those expensive type of cameras like that. You could do the same thing with your iPad, your tablet, your phone, and then utilize tools, free tools that's out there for you. You can utilize Canva, you know, your computer have tools up there already as well, or whatever your favorite tool. You might already have some tools that you like to use or that you may be used to. You use whatever your preference is. In this video, I'm just sharing with you what has worked with me thus far. I'm still early in the game. However, I feel like, you know, I wanted to take this opportunity to share with you what I have learned so far, and hopefully it will, this message will get out to whoever it needs to get out to help whoever it is that it needs to help. Thank you for joining me on this video. Again, my name is Jen here at the Next Level Nomad. I'm gonna put all the links to the items that I talked about in this video down in the description. Please subscribe, like, and check out my other videos on my channel. Thanks.
I am grateful for me. I am grateful for me.